Hey everybody, welcome to Cask Strength Live episode, I don't know,
36, I
36,
think.
episode 36. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to be enjoying some whiskey advent calendars. And Brad, I think like myself, hasn't opened a single one, so we're 4 days behind. And we're
That is correct.
we're going to get into some. Hope everybody's having a good night.
Yeah, you got the boutique one, right?
I did. And I'll grab the box to take a peek at it. I don't know if folks can see that or not. I think they probably can. So the LCBO, our crazy liquor Nazi corporation, actually carried these advent calendars this year, which was super awesome because we normally don't get cool stuff like that. So that was really exciting to pick that sucker up. And it might not be as high standard as some of the other ones available, like the Secret Spirits that you have.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that the LCBO was actually going to have anything interesting. So back when the Secret Spirits one went into like pre-order thing, I just grabbed one because I got one last year and it was good. So I ended up going that route. But it's nice. It came with a fancy Glencairn and everything. I don't know if that will actually focus, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
little
awesome.
Advent Calendar 6 Glencairn.
That's pretty fancy. Certainly not giving any Glencairns in this one, but like I said, really happy to have it. The LCBO normally doesn't carry neat stuff like that, and if they do, it's usually not in a timely manner. I'm surprised that it came out before Christmas and we didn't have an advent calendar in January.
Yeesh.
But before I get into this, I need a bottle of water, and I have this awesome. Watch this. Ready?
Oh boy.
Water.
You have a third arm. That's
I have a third
impressive.
arm. And the best part
That's sort of
about it.
weird, but impressive.
What's up?
It's a Vito.
You want this one?
No, I'm gonna get over here.
That's right. Our typical shenanigans.
Well, here, I'll stretch it out so it is a little more even there.
Beauty.
So we actually got a Vito. Excellent.
It was a long drive over here.
Guess I'll shred those termination papers. I won't be doing those today. So it's a little awkward, but all right.
Well, I saw Roy in the chat, and I just had to make my way over here onto the.
Sure. Yeah, there's a bunch of people in the chat. Roy Aquavite is in. Jason Unsworth, Eric Way, Ed from Rock Gut Review, Jeffrey Patron. There's all kinds of people.
Oh, Scott Hartman.
Scott Hartman, good to see you, Scott. Thanks for stopping by.
So what do we have here? Because I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll start off here. So the day number 1.
Don't tell me. Can I guess?
Yeah. It should be a pretty. The genre should be easy to nail down.
Well, it's bourbon.
You could do it.
It's Kentucky bourbon.
It is bourbon. I don't think it's Kentucky.
It's a peanutty though, kind of.
There's actually something really interesting about this. So I'll show the people at home, and you don't have to look.
I'm not looking.
So that's a little more clear. Hold on.
You know what it kind of smells like? It kind of smells a little bit like an Irish. It kind of smells like Cask Strength Redbreast 12.
Okay, I see that. There's that really delicate, buttery, sweet, smooth. But I'm getting a dusty corn.
Yeah, it's very much bourbon, but it's still got like I wouldn't be surprised if this was maybe triple distilled.
So
I give up because I won't be. If you said it's not Kentucky, I wouldn't be able to guess because I don't know bourbon well
no,
enough.
it is bourbon.
No, it's Kentucky bourbon specifically.
Oh, right.
Like I know Kentucky bourbon, but other other bourbon styles, I don't.
So this is Reservoir Distillery,
Yeah,
and
sure.
guess it. You want to guess an age on this? It's fairly dark. I can't.
Eric in the chat is saying that our streams make no sense, so he's trying to add to the chaos. And I don't think they're going to make any more sense, Eric, unless cheesecake is a euphemism for something else.
Knowing Eric Wade, it probably is.
Maybe it might be. It might be.
I mean, I'm down for cheesecake always. So
Sure.
yeah, and we pretty much set up this channel to make no sense. So,
Sense is
Seems
for
right.
yeah. No,
We-
this is
As
nonsensical.
soon as we start making too much sense, we're like, no, we gotta create some weirdness.
6 years.
So
This is
my day one is
No, it's not.
Akantoshin
2 years
17,
old.
which I have had before, I think, but I don't remember what it was like. I tried it in the vault, I think.
Roy says I'm such a
But,
dude. I love it. This is really nice. So what is it's Reservoir
Yeah.
Spirits?
Reservoir
This-
Distillery.
Where is this
2 years
from?
old. I think I already looked it up recently.
This is really good. 46.6%.
Yeah, this is Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. Okay.
So yeah, this really is doing quite well for a 2-year-old. Both color,
Everything.
and palette
Yeah.
would really make me think something that's certainly beyond that 3-4 year mark, but it's actually quite nice. There's not as much. It's not very spirit forward. It actually has. This must have been a super active barrel going on. A lot of breathing because it's really nice, and it has that oak that seems like it's been in there, like Vito said, for 6 years, 5-6 years. It's super misleading, and I would never have guessed this a 2-year-old ever. Unfortunately, I didn't blind these. I set up for photographs earlier, so I do know what they are before I taste them. But I think Vito might do everything blind.
Yeah. I would have been.
Yeah, this Akantoshin 17 is a lot punchier than I was expecting. So maybe it's not the same one that I had in the vault. I just noticed that it's 54.4%.
That might be why.
So, yeah.
Is there any info on the cask type?
Yeah, I think it was Oloroso. Yeah, first fill Oloroso.
Nice.
Jeffrey Patron totally nailed Akantoshin spelling, by the way.
Yep.
Close enough.
Akantoshin.
It's fine.
Yeah, so this is a bourbon, so it might be a high rye bourbon.
There is a little bit of rye in there.
Because it's sort of if I'd given myself a little more time with this, I probably would have guessed High West, and I would have eventually said it's a blend.
Right.
Because like I'm smelling so many different things in this. It could go a lot of different ways for me.
Definitely a good amount of corn in there. It's got to be 70% corn or more, because that really dusty, musty corn note I get quite a lot. Really tasty though. Gonna have to take another look at these guys and see what they have to offer, because at 2 years old, this is a batch 1, so I'm not sure if these guys are super new. As per usual, I don't do any research.
That seems to be
before the stream. You guys should know that by now.
That's pretty much all three of us.
But if any of you guys have experience with Reservoir Distillery, let me know what you've tried. How do you like it? If it's readily available, because I'm really intrigued by these guys and quite impressed with a 2-year-old expression that hits like a 5-year-old. And I'm not talking like my son, because it doesn't hit too hard.
Lucky, mine does. Fighter.
Yeah, it depends actually. He kicks pretty hard.
Hold on a second. This is okay. So I'm looking up the Reservoir Dogs, the Reservoir Distillery notes, and for their bourbon, it says it's a 100% corn mash, but then says that there's wheat. What does it say? A balance of sweetness that lies. Oh, never mind. I read it wrong because I don't know how to read.
That's okay.
I read it as
You're learning.
I read it as I think your son's got to give me reading lessons. It says 100% corn mash bill, boasting a beautiful midpoint balance of sweetness that lies somewhere between the soft signature of the wheat and the sharp spice of the rye. So they're talking about their wheat and their rye offerings. I thought it was like, wait a minute, how did you say that it's 100% corn but rye? Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Steve A's joined us in the chat. The same with Mike from Toronto. What's up, guys?
Steve A keeps forgetting that you start so early.
Saying people are from Toronto, eh?
Yeah.
If they're in Ontario, basically not Ottawa, they're in Toronto.
Mainly,
I'm going to bring this up every time.
More than 20 minutes outside of Ottawa, that's Toronto.
Yeah, it's mainly you and Mike that I do that to, because you guys take such offense to it.
Not from Toronto.
That was really good.
Yeah, that's impressive. It's it's not, the best I've ever had, but it's certainly the best 2-year-old bourbon I've ever had.
Yeah.
And
maybe not for me, just because I've had so much Iron Root.
Okay.
The BBC would be less than that.
How old was the BBC?
22 months.
Oh, just under.
Yeah.
Even. Wow. Yeah, and that's the one you guys brought up, right? That I tried. That's super, super good.
Yeah. Bottle 2's released and about to hit shelves, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Ed.
Yeah, it's bottled and with the distributor, I believe. As that process has to go, so should be available at some point soon, theoretically.
Just smelled an empty glass.
I know everyone's having a weird time with our time change.
Ed it's all Newfoundland as far as he knows. Which you're
Close
not
enough.
too far off there, not too far off there.
Close enough.
Okay, what are we drinking next?
How are you? Are you ready to move on to day 2 there? Or are you still?
I could move on to day 2 and start an Infinity.
Together, so the drinking is happening faster than normal.
Right?
No one look.
Do blind again?
Yeah,
okay.
I want to do blind.
Okay, so don't look. I'm going to share this with the viewers at home. That's the front. I love these awesome little illustrated labels on the boutique samples. They're fantastic. So this is day number 2. We're gonna see if Vito can nail any of this.
Nice. So my next one, while Vito is pondering that, is Tim and Tool 13-year-old. I don't know if that's actually gonna focus.
I'm pretty sure Roy's gonna chime in right now and just be like, it's Tom Towel.
There was a sherry butt apparently, and it's 60% ABV. So this is a solid start for me.
Sherry's butt.
So it's going to be an interesting night. Yep. You heard me, Vito.
Dude, getting this wax off, they don't give you a liter. You have to literally
please don't kill yourself.
We may have a medical emergency on stream if I plunge a knife into my hand.
Always
don't do that.
That makes for good content.
Yeah,
in some circles.
It's a lot of hits.
If the first stabbing on one of our streams isn't by Christina, she's going to be really disappointed.
That's
So-
true. That's a stabbing.
That's a
If I
stabbing.
stab myself, I'm stabbed twice.
That calls for a stabbing.
Yeah. 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 You stab yourself. You're getting stabbed.
Better believe
Again.
that's a stabbing. Okay, I'm pulling on. There we go. That wax seal is unbelievable. I'm saving this all to remelt it. How crazy is that? Is that crazy, folks?
I mean, I don't know if it's crazy so much as frugal.
It's yeah, it's pretty
It's pretty Newfoundland.
Scottish. I'm allowed to say that. No, it's super frugal. Okay, so let's get into this one here.
I'm excited. I haven't done blinds in a
Yeah,
really
there
long
we go.
time.
The lowest 5 degrees there again, and Ed needs that air superiority over the low 5 degrees of Canada to take us over.
Sure.
I really suck at pouring. Out of
I
wine.
mean, to be honest, if they did, it would solve all of our whiskey customs issues. So, I mean, there's benefits. This is super, super sherried. Like, it's all I taste,
Huh.
which is not a bad thing.
This has to be rye.
I know what this is, and it's misleading.
Maybe not.
This is very misleading, but very smooth, almost a dry wine on the nose. Dry red wine.
It tastes like a Bordeaux.
It does. It's super winey, eh?
Yeah. This is. I'm drinking wine.
Wow.
This has to be okay. So it has to be a red wine finish. Has to be. It has to be.
This is really interesting.
There's no way this can't be a wine finish.
There is a way. There is a way that it possibly could not be.
Puffs and
It's very, very. I gotta say, and again, I know what this is,
yeah.
and it's super. I'm right on board with you, and I'm in the middle of my wine finish kick, so my palate is kind of in tune with that, and it is very, very winey. It is a very red wine finishy tasting, but it may not be. I'll wait till you're ready, and I'll disclose more information. Do you want cask type, or do you want?
Can I get region?
United States.
Okay, so I was my first inkling was correct.
Yes. Your first inkling was very, very good. Super good. Wow, I can't. Wow.
No, Don Rance is not. It's not. It's American. Oh, he hasn't caught up. My bad.
Oh, I need to change that
What?
to live.
It is live.
No, it was on top chat, so we're missing a bunch of messages.
It probably doesn't really delete much for us. It wouldn't be.
All you did was
True enough.
miss Aquavita.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, if moving furniture is really hard, just shoot me a text. I'll be over there in a couple hours. I got no
a couple hours.
couple
hours. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that
14, 15 hours,
No, like maybe 9. Maybe. I feel like Eric's been packing those books since we started this channel. I feel like me and him talked about this last year around the same time when we had each other on each other's channels.
Eric, that's it. There's
He's
nothing
moving
wrong with
again. So
I
it
love
could
a
be
man
a
who has
second
a lot
time.
of books.
Okay.
My wife jokes and says that
Just
I'm
keep them packed at this point.
I'm past collecting books, and I now collect bookshelves. And I certainly need many, many more bookshelves. I don't own enough bookshelves to house all of my books. The second time you're moving this year. Wow, that's rough, Eric, or good. I'm sure it could be a good situation that you are moving, but it's always a kind of annoying to pack up and move.
It sounds like a good monetary change is what he's going through. He's dealing with a move to get a lot more money. And I used to be in the same position as you, Dan, with books, but I switched almost entirely to digital because they take up a lot less space.
I do read a lot on the e-reader for convenience purposes. If I'm going places where I don't really want to lug a book around, or if I can just slip it in my pocket, pull out my e-reader. However, nothing beats I just love having a physical book in my hands and being able to
That's fair.
pages, and it's just
You're old school.
I'm old school. So what do you
That's
think? You want to?
Okay, I'm just gonna go with my first thing and say it's a rye.
It is a rye.
Okay.
It is 3 years old.
I wouldn't have guessed 3. I would have guessed older. Again.
It does again appear to be older, and it is an Oloroso finish. Have you had Oloroso finished rye before?
No, I don't think I have.
It's those two working together that make it that red wine note that we're getting.
Interesting.
Right? We're getting like the sweetness, fruitiness of that sherry,
Right.
but that rye is coming in there and kind of
I
drying it
wouldn't-
up a bit and making it a little more tannic. And
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
good.
yeah,
It is
it's
really good. It had me because at first I was thinking rye, but then I tasted it and I was like, this is wine, so I was like, it's got to be from Scotland. I'm just trying to think of like a Lowlands, some sort of experiment down there, and it's like, yep.
Yeah, so that's James E. Pepper.
James E. Pepper.
3-year-old Oloroso cask finish.
Okay, well, so where's that? Well, Jason from Mash and Drum just popped in, so maybe he's heard of these guys before. Say it again. James Pepper.
James E. Pepper.
James
And
E.
I've
Pepper.
definitely heard of them before, and I think I may have had a James E. Pepper rye. I can't remember where or when, but it's really interesting.
Yeah. Charles Ashworth. I don't know if we mentioned that he's in the chat. Killajolt. Peter White, who's talking about that Long Growth 17 Chardonnay.
Oh,
So good.
Oh yeah.
Good.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Peter White is in Canada, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's from Toronto.
Yeah, are you in Toronto, Peter White?
Or, probably not in Toronto, but in Toronto.
For you, it's Toronto.
Toronto, yeah. Jason Masson Drum, Trev Wilson, who we met. Me and Brad met in Austin, who you'll maybe meet next year.
Are you getting? I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Okay, I'll be there, folks.
I'm gonna
Do you know what a wet dog smells like?
Yeah.
No, wet dog. I've had lots of experience with wet dog.
No, I'm not catching that.
There's wet dog in here. For those of you that have dogs, you know what wet dog smells like. There's a wet dog note on here, but in a good way.
Ancaster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, so it seems like Roy doesn't. He's heard of James E. Pepper.
And he's from the old world. Yeah. Pepper rye is MGP. Okay, so
it's really good. It almost, you know what it is, because they take it and probably do something similar to what the guys at Crowded Barrel do and age it themselves.
For sure.
Right?
They obviously got
Right.
on some nice casks. This is a
Wet dog is a sign of TCA cork taint.
okay. So it's not.
It's not.
There's no mold to it.
I'm not smelling anything with Dan's mind. So I think he's got a weird nose tonight.
I just know wet dog. I'm ingrained.
I don't know if that's something you should brag about.
I know wet dog.
What the
It's not so much moldy as it is musty, Eric, and I know those are very similar, but it's different.
It's more.
It's not a.
It's not a dry must. You know what it might be? It's like corn and hay dust on a barn floor, and then you throw some water down to weigh it down, so when you sweep it, it doesn't go into the air. Maybe something like that. is what you're kind of equating to that smell, which is weird, but
Yeah, but
because I get what you're going for, but that's what it's more of like a wet barn than a wet dog.
the predominant note on this is certainly a red wine. If it's wet dog's ass, it's a Lefroy.
Hey, you watch your mouth there.
Shots
Eric.
fired. Shots fired.
Yikes.
There's no cultists around here. I think.
I mean, we
That's
can't.
the
We
only surprise.
legitimately can't be shocked if it happens.
Once again, it's a green screen. Here they are.
It's a great thing that you just see hands
Yeah.
on the door.
Yeah.
The one thing now, because my beard's so long, if someone tries to strangle me, you can't see the hand. So
That's
like
true.
I could just be here dying.
getting strangled, and no one would be the wiser.
Giggity. What?
Sure.
So apparently, Roy's never because
You done? Yeah.
yeah, I'm done. The that Longrow 17 was only available was a single cask for Alberta. So I think I'm gonna have to put a sample aside for Roy if I ever decide to randomly show up in Glasgow.
Yeah, it's super good.
Yeah.
It's my favorite long row by leaps and bounds.
Yeah,
And
it's so good.
Darn near my favorite Campbelltown.
It's good. Very, very good.
So I'll be right back here.
Awesome.
I can walk off screen.
I know, and you know, it's kind of, you know, someone's here. Oh, guys.
Okay, so
Yeah, Steve A in the chat is asking me to hold up a green bottle to prove that my screen is real.
That might be a thing that we have.
I don't
Have a green
do I
ball.
have anything green. Oh, this is the closest thing to a green thing I have nearby. There, see it.
what's are you almost on your day, ready for day 3?
Yeah. I just poured day 3, which in my case is Toeymore Classic.
Toeymore.
Toeymore Classic.
Never heard of you.
It's a Lost Distillery.
Me either. Says region various.
Oh,
Okay,
Lost
there you go.
Distillery. Yeah.
That narrows it down.
Yep. So it's some kind of blend. Other than that,
Roy kills me.
Blew those longer 17s out for 165.
I feel like that's more than what we paid. I don't remember paying that much for the bottle.
I think we did. I think it was like close to 200.
Dave has all the
We're gonna keep talking about it. We're gonna have to friggin' drink some.
yeah.
It's so good.
We'll bring it out. What do we have? So we're on day 3, right? Yeah, we're on day 3.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
this was mixed around. Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
I'm not
ooh,
looking.
ooh. Okay. Here we go.
Not looking.
Day 3. For that boutique whiskey company. Come on.
if it'll focus. Oh, there we go. Oh,
Yeah. So this should be fairly easy. Although
Are you still trying to show it?
yeah, I'm just getting it good. I'm holding it up there so maybe people that, don't see it right away can get to see it. That's why I have my ball glove back here.
So to keep me from looking at things.
Yeah. We gotta
I feel like doing these back to back is doing this Toeymore thing a slight disservice. Going from 60% to 43 doesn't taste like a whole lot.
It's a long lost distillery
That's
that
nice.
no one knows the profile of, but we can try an estimation of it. That's actually just a blend. I got dreadlocks now.
Sure.
I mean, I wanted my hair back, so. Brad, oh my God. If April ever allows you to cut a little bit of your hair off, we should totally make a Brad wig.
Oh God.
no peeking at the
The,
chat.
the worst part.
Oh, I'm not even looking. I'm not looking. I'm looking.
The worst
I'm
part
on-
is if you tell her that, she would probably think that it would be hilarious and approve it.
I was looking at Brad's luscious locks. I wasn't looking at the chat.
God, I suck at.
Can you stop?
I can't pour.
Why can't you pour
Out of these big. I can't.
Oh,
I
they're
can't
big.
pour. Look at
It's a
the
big
size of this.
It's a big mouth. Oh shit!
Yeah, we're in a different ball game now.
This is Space Side. I feel like Rex. There's like everything Space Side.
Everything that's not peated is space, right? This is actually fun. Me knowing what it is and you not. I like that. Okay, so I am going to again. I know what this is. I'm going to agree with you in that there is a kind of that honeyed, sweet, gentle space side nose.
Can I just take one guess?
Yeah, you can take a million guesses.
Okay, my first guess.
No, you just get one.
My first guess out of the gate is it's the Royal Lochnagar.
Okay, it is not.
Okay. Okay, this smells identical to
This is a really nice nose.
This smells identical to the Royal Lochnagar 12 that I have.
Okay. It is a very space side nose. I'll say that again one more time. To that's all I'm gonna say is that it does have notes that are common in a lot of space side on the nose, but it may not be a space.
Are we
side.
in Scotland?
We're in Scotland.
Okay, that's fine.
Big time in Scotland.
We haven't cheers at all tonight.
Yeah.
Cheers, Brad.
Cheers, guys.
What's everyone in the chat drinking?
Yeah, what are you guys drinking at home? We haven't asked that or seen any mention of it in the chat. Let us know what you guys are having.
Eric is talking about 12-year-old Floki cask strength, and it's making my mouth water, even though he's making it up.
Strength.
Yeah, he's trying to trick me with this one, but
He is.
Floki's good. Y'all are sleeping on Floki.
Oh, Jason
Right?
Upworth is going to a tribe meetup on Friday. He was asked to bring a $30 to $40 bottle for White Elephant Exchange. Any suggestions? You're talking to 3 Canadians, so we literally don't have anything at $30 to $40.
It's true.
Right.
Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah,
That is the only thing
36.90 something.
yeah, it's just under
Yeah.
that we can get that is I would recommend.
Speaking of wild turkey is great.
It is. It's spectacular.
Is this a Lowland?
It is not.
Oh, Puffs and Drams is drinking some Jim Beam Bonded. Nothing wrong with that.
Ooh,
good stuff.
Hibiki 12. Roy's got some Hibiki 12. That is very,
Nice.
very. I've never tried it. I've only tried the Harmony.
Harmony's good.
Super good. Super friendly.
That's a lie. I know that's a lie because you've tried the 17.
Oh, yep. See? It wasn't a lie. I genuinely believed that I did it. Oh, Little Book 3. Peter White, you've already got some Little Book 3 up here in Ontario.
Sweet.
If you don't mind, Peter, can you throw up the details on this chapter? I've had the first and second chapter and would certainly, based on chapter 2, which is one of my favorite drams actually to drink around the holidays, would love to pick up a number 3, but I haven't heard any notes on it yet. So would love to hear your opinion.
Highland Park.
It is not Highland Park.
Am I in the Orkneys?
You are not. At this point, I'll go ahead and say you probably won't nail it down. And I will give you this. Once I tell you it, like you're getting closer. Okay? Not necessarily geographically, but like a geographical feature is similar with Orkney that where this comes from. But it's not necessary, it's not up north. And this really isn't indicative of where it comes from. That's a big clue.
Still crazy is drinking a corn shine hot toddy. Nice. It'll make you feel better. Or at least mask your symptoms for a while so that you feel better for a while.
It's really good though.
It is really good.
It's super good, and I could pull out a Highland Park that is very similar to this. So you're not off. The Orkney 12, the North Star Orkney 12 is very similar to this. How much time should we give him, folks? How many more guesses does Vito get on this one?
I think I get one more guess. I think what am I?
I'll give you as many as you want.
Well, yeah,
because
but
I love you.
Yeah,
But these people might be a little more
a little harsh on
harsh.
me. Give me the gears for being away for so long. Speaking of which, I hope if you didn't get a chance to watch my first review in like 7 months, it was a long one.
It's a good one though. It's a good one.
That is good. Yeah.
I thought I had lost the feeling for editing videos.
Sometime before Christmas. So you have until Christmas to nail this one down.
Eric's way more generous than you.
Eric is generous.
You know,
yeah.
it is. It's the Bald Clan.
Okay, you know what?
2 more guesses from Scott.
Patty says 2
2.
and Scott says 2. So you got 2 more guesses.
There you go.
Do you want any type of other hint?
No, I feel like that's cheating at this point.
I'll give you a hint. It's
Wait. I mean, you don't have to stop talking.
The suspense. The suspense is killing me.
everybody just stops talking.
Okay, one question.
Yep.
Is it an obscure distillery?
No.
Old Pulteney.
No.
Shit.
You're getting closer.
So the Court of Master Sommelier exams, you have 4 minutes. So by cask strength professionalism standards, you get like 45 minutes.
The most professional. I almost want to say Dalmore, but there's no coloring in this.
No, this is
there's no way. I can see from here that it's not done.
Yeah, it's
this distillery does not use
hold on a
chill
second.
filtering or coloring. They may in some expressions, but none that I've seen.
Deanston?
It is not a Deanston.
Oh,
Okay, that was your 2 guesses.
that was my 2 guesses.
I'm gonna now see if you can get it if I give you a little more hints and you can kind of
Okay.
relate those. It is on an island.
If you say Campbelltown, I'll lose my mind because that was what I was really going to, but I couldn't. Okay.
No. It starts with a B and ends in
The island starts with a B?
no. The distillery starts with a B and it ends in a Unahaven.
Really?
Yes. It is. See,
Wow.
but when you know that, and again, I know what it is, so I can kind of tie that in.
See, and here I was
When you started getting that coastal, and
Yeah.
you went for Highland Park, you got a lot closer because it actually is very, very reminiscent
Yeah.
of a Highland Park. That Orkney cask. Up
See,
there
what's
is-
weird is off screen before the stream started, I had your black art in my hand and I was smelling it and going, how much I miss that Boonhaven smell. This is not. This is
so different.
This is
And
so
again,
so
right
different.
away.
So different.
I would jump into a Speyside or possibly Highland
Yeah.
right away because it has that kind of buttery honey,
Yeah.
slight touch of
So
citrus.
so where's the bottle?
Right here, it is a 10-year-old. No info about the cask, but I would have to
info.
say it's ex bourbon.
Yeah, this is
100% ex-bourbon.
solely ex bourbon.
And it's super, super nice. This is delicious.
Like-
this is
don't-
unreal.
I'd almost okay. So Boonhaven 12. Boonhaven 12 is, I believe, finished in sherry, if I'm not mistaken. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Boonhaven 12 is finished in sherry. I would almost say that this is a pure spirit.
Or-
10
It's amazing.
10-year pure spirit, but prior to finish.
Right. It's
Oh, sorry. Black Art is Bruichladdich. That my bad. Black Art is Bruichladdich. I don't know why I thought Blue.
he's been away for a while, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God, this is great. I'm liking it more and more. But it is, and the more as soon as you said Highland Park, it was it hit me.
Mm.
And we'll see. I'm so tempted to pull that Orkney.
No, we're gonna finish day 4,
Yeah, we'll
and then
at
we
least
got to
get
bring
to
out the
day
long
4.
girl for Roy if he's still awake.
Yeah, that is.
It's got to be like what 3 in the morning there. 9.
It's got to be a late night. Yeah.
3, 3, 6, 7. It's got to be close to 4 now. That was really good.
Amazing. This one's been kind of sneaky Pete.
No, I haven't. I'm honest Abe.
See, I should have. We're one set behind.
We're what?
All right, keep the folks entertained.
Oh,
while
keep
I-
on. Well, Brian, I like your shirt.
Right. That's great.
I mean, somewhat functional should be in quotation marks.
It should be. It should. Somewhat. I'm not functional. Somewhat functional.
It's almost 2. Oh no, I'm thinking of the travel time to Scotland, not the actual time difference. So yeah, it would be close to 2. Yeah.
Does anybody at home have an advent calendar?
I don't know, do they? Do they? I feel like there's a couple people that probably do.
I know Ed over at Rotgut made his own basically
Oh,
with
yeah,
a bunch of mystery minis, which has been entertaining to watch over the last few days.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
If you guys haven't been checking out Rock Guts Advent specials, you should definitely check those out.
They're worth it, even just for like the first 30 seconds. All of the intros have been amazing.
Yeah, the one that I watched of his was absolutely amazing. I don't want to spoil it in case anyone hasn't seen it yet, but yeah. We'll just have enough time, and we'll save this topic for next week, I guess. That quiz that we were taking. Maybe we'll post it on. We'll post it on the
Page
on the Facebook page, and have everyone kind of do it and tell us their results, or screenshot it and put it in the comments. And maybe we can do that and have like a Diageo night and do like the most common bottlings that showed up in everyone's chat, in everyone's profile.
Yeah.
So
Sure, yeah.
So I don't know how many people are watching right now. I think we're probably around 1 or 2.
Something like that. Yeah. There's about 15 people right now.
Yeah.
Half
So
of them are bots, so 7. Then
Cheers to the
then
bot.
there's like there's the 3 of us, so
half
that
of the
there's
bots,
like
half
3
of them are
people.
Jeremy.
You know what?
Yeah.
In this chat right now, it's not about the quantity, it's all about the quality.
It always is about that, though.
We have the best people watching us all the time.
Best. Yeah. So what we'll do, guys? There was a. Please be careful.
I'm good.
There was a
Don't stab
Diageo.
yourself.
I literally have to cut the wax with a knife on here. There's no entry point. There's no leader. It's just
Crazy.
yeah.
So real quick, there's a Diageo quiz that essentially you fill out, and it pumps out your taste profile off of a couple of questions. It's kind of cool. For me, it actually gave me my top result was the Lagavulin 12-year 2017.
Really?
Yeah, which
It's one of your favorite drams.
It's one of my favorite drams. It just and I brought it tonight just in case we talked about it. But yeah, it nailed my profile down to like a T. So we'll post it on our Facebook page after the stream, and then for everyone in the chat and everyone watching on replay, go fill it out and then share your results in the comments of that post. And then we're gonna pull all the most common bottlings in the results and do them on the next live stream.
Yeah, that
Sounds like a plan.
okay. So,
All right.
gonna show the folks
Yeah.
at home here. Okay, here's day 4.
Focus.
Come on. In front of my face, maybe.
Does this start with a Glen?
It is not.
I don't know yet. It's out of focus.
Come on, what a.
It's just not going to. It's just not going to focus.
I gotta
Oh, there we go.
because it's recognizing my face.
I didn't even know there was a Pappy 28. That's weird.
Happy 28.
So does
Yes.
All right, so
Scott. Come on.
it's Toronto.
No. Thanks for having my back.
It
Scott.
is the
Toronto.
the greater Toronto area. It is Toronto. Halton Hills is part of
It's true.
the GTA.
I'm gonna go out right now and shout out in the neighborhood and get a discussion going on here, and you'll see how.
I thought you were
quickly
gonna.
you're not in
And thankfully,
Toronto.
you said discussion and not a mugging.
people hold doors open for people in this town.
This guy thinks we're in Toronto. Get him.
Oh,
okay,
okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I have never had anything from this distillery.
Does it start with a Glen?
No,
Is it a Highland?
I don't even know. I don't think so, but possibly.
Right, so my number 4, Well Vito, is processing that. I moved on to Burnside 7 Year, which is another sherry cask.
Yeah, it's where it's
46.1. Right.
and I was just strictly going on. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not a Highland.
Oh, it's so fruity.
I haven't had it. I've just been nosing it. It's really, really nice. I don't know if you've ever had you might have. Like it's hard to in all the scenarios where we've been like at like the Caledonian or at like a gathering and stuff, and it's easy to have something and not remember it.
I wish that I wish that I have had been keeping like notes on, not even just tasting notes, just a list of bottlings I've had, because I'm sure to be over. I've got to be pushing 500 now.
For sure.
I've got to be pushing 500
for sure.
I would imagine, yeah.
It adds up super fast. When we gather and we meet, like we hit like 10 things a night, if not more.
Yeah.
By we, I mean like you too, and I have 4, and then talk for the other 6.
Eric says that cringing or projectile vomiting. If it is Canadian Mist or even Alberta Premium, it is not great.
Alberta Premium, ugh.
But there are some really
Okay.
really good Canadian whiskeys, guys.
I'm going to give.
I keep hearing that the cask strength Alberta Premium is amazing.
Yeah,
I've heard that like from several people now. So I've got to try it.
Me and James and Dave went 3-way on a bottle, so I'll definitely put one aside for you.
Excellent. Much appreciated.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a clue that Roy wrote in the chat.
Okay.
It's from the same town as Balvenie, Glenfiddich, Mortlock.
See, that's why I was gonna say Glenfiddich.
I don't know.
That's
how
why I
to
said is
pronounce
it Glen?
Kinninvie, and
Convening.
and Glendulon.
Glendolyn Singleton, I think, right? Glendolyn? Or am I thinking something else?
And it's kind of got a different This one also is not super indicative of the region. Do you get a funk in here? Like almost a Campbelltown funk? Not quite as funky, but like just that little twist of.
I think your nose is broken from the
A
dogs.
little twist of funk.
Oh, Eric, if you can get some more of the Northern Border collection. Lot 40 cast strength is spectacular. Not sure if you have the 12 or the 11 year, but there is some amazing Canadian whiskeys in the Northern Border collection.
And Kilojoule, yeah, I definitely am very curious to try it, and apparently I will get my chance to have at least a little taste. So we'll see. I'm very curious how Alberta Premium could turn into something amazing, but I mean, strange things happen. So, hey.
So I truly wouldn't be able to guess this just because Roy listed all the ones that I would be able to think of. I know you're gonna say it, and I've definitely heard of it, but I can't think of it right now.
I've heard of it, never had anything from them.
Okay.
This is a 10-year-old from Dufftown.
I was gonna say Singleton. Oh my god, I was gonna say
So-
I was thinking of is it a Singleton?
And is
Like
a
is it a
10-year-old
like the Dufftown
batch
Singleton?
4 at 47.8%.
Oh my god, that's really upsetting. I should have said Singleton.
You did say Singleton, but I think that was also in the naming of the other distilleries. You did say the word Singleton.
Yeah.
It came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
So, you know what? In the interest of
I gotta win.
yeah,
I gotta
I'll
win.
give you that. It's really nice. I've got it. I have to say,
I've never had it before either.
yeah, I've never had.
Mhm. You know what it was? I've been tempted to buy the bottles, but I hate the way the bottles look. So
Fair enough.
I just like I don't like the bottles.
Yeah, Peter White in the chat is saying he very much enjoyed the Wiser's 23 cask strength from this year's Northern Border collection.
Did
And
you guys
it is damn good.
We did. We tried it. And the thing is too, Brad, I don't know if you noticed, because I wrote down the percentages that Dr. Don gave us. The percentages that they were bottled at are different percentages than we tried.
Right. Yeah, he said that they were still experimental at that point.
That's
Things
right.
could change.
So we
Yeah.
because I remember the percentage we had it at was booming, and then it was lowered down a little bit for bottling. But like you said, like we were still in we were the second people outside of Don to try them. So that was pretty cool.
He's literally like mixing the things like in the back, like to get the balances.
Yeah, I brought it right out.
There's nothing finalized.
But yeah, it
was tasty though. It was good.
Super good. 64.3 from 69. Yeah, so I can't find my one notebook, but I wrote everything down in my handy dandy notebook when we did the master class, and I noticed a change in percentage on a few of the bottles between the time we tried them in the spring and their release in the fall. Which is kind of neat, kind of adds to that experience, and we got like a little more of an inside scoop, if you will.
So, oh my god, my shoulder keeps.
I just hope the Lot 40 cask strength still tastes like melted French vanilla ice cream, because that was me.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got bottles of that, didn't we?
I didn't, believe it or not.
Oh no, that's
By the way, you guys have none of you guys have tried the 12-year.
No,
and it's sitting up there just sealed,
well, we'll try it one day.
just waiting to get popped open.
So I have, because I got a bottle of the new Lot 40, so we can split it if you really want to.
Yeah, I would. Well, I'd love to just
Alright.
have some to try, because it was really good. Like me and Brad and another one of our friends went to the master class, and we all kind of hit Brad. You said French vanilla ice cream. The vanilla was on there right away, and because he told us how he was making it and was trying to really accentuate that vanilla, it was already on our heads. But when you looked and said
Yeah,
ice cream,
it very well could be at least partially psychosomatic, because he was talking about the process that he went through trying to get the vanillins to really just jump out. But that's definitely the major note that I got from it in the moment was French vanilla ice cream.
Big time. Roy, I think I saw a post maybe on somewhere on social media of you and Dr. Don, and it was really awesome to see that because I love Dr. Don and what he's doing for Canadian whiskey, and putting not only his knowledge but his passion and his love into Canadian whiskey, and making us have something that is something to be proud of again, because there was a time when Canadian whiskey wasn't too horrible. And as a Canadian, I'll fully admit that the bulk of the stuff we still produce today is very run of the mill stuff that doesn't have much depth. There's not a lot of character. There's not a lot of love into it. It's just bottled at that 40% minimum and cranked out so they can put volume out. But Dr. Don has put a lot of love into many of the releases in the past few years.
You have an affinity with him.
He's important. He's important, I think.
Yeah, seems like a good dude.
Yeah.
So before we go out, I feel like we need to do this for Roy.
Yeah.
The Longrow 17 Chardonnay. And then just look at the color on this guy. Like, it's not something that you would think would come out of a Chardonnay cask.
Do you want me to rinse these? Here, I got water here if you want.
Yeah, a little bit of water in here.
Yeah, I have literally nowhere.
Well, I don't have that, so I created a blend of the leftovers of those four whiskeys that I tried.
Nice.
Just to see what would happen, just because.
I give you a sample of this, Brad.
Maybe. I'd have to look through all my samples.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Roy. I agree with you, Roy, about the passion and knowledge. There's a lot of people that are super knowledgeable in their field, and there's a lot of people that are extremely passionate about their field. And then when you combine the two, it is it's great in any field, in any art, where somebody has the passion and the skills to back it up. It's a great combination, and Dr. Don is the embodiment of that combination.
So this 17 smells like fruity, two-stroke engine exhaust.
Vito has sucked on a few exhaust pipes, apparently. Two stroke specifically.
Oh,
Yikes.
Like mulberry. Mulberries, white grapes, oil.
Oh, it smells so good. I'm already getting the nose.
It's wonderful. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Roy, I gotta put a sample away for you so that next time we see each other.
Yeah, I'll put one away too. You have two nice samples, Roy, and
why don't we just make one big sample?
One big sample?
Yeah.
All right. I got a bigger sample there. And then we can either devise an ingenious way to get it over there via shipping, or we do like a cask strength goes to Scotland.
I'm down.
Do it.
I was thinking about it in spring anyways. Also, Eric Waite, classic. Two strokes. That's what my ex-wife called me. God damn it. Outstanding. Hey, it's Matt from Whiskey Crusaders. It's so good.
This is a very strange blend.
It's
like honey and blueberries and a lot of spicy barrel from the 60% to the.
Nice.
It's. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's interesting.
It doesn't. Anytime you blend 4 or more whiskeys in a glass, and you're not really trying to add stuff, and it's not horrible,
Yeah.
that's a success.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly drinkable. It's all right.
Oh, Fisheel. Oh.
Oh God.
There's an idea.
I can make that work.
That's in the spring.
I believe mid-May, if I'm not mistaken.
Mid-May.
I believe it's. Yeah, I
Roy-
think it's mid-May this year.
Interesting.
Oh, and Roy is turning 35.
Good year.
Good year,
Good year.
Roy.
Sure,
35
sure.
is a great age.
One day I'll be 35 too.
I remember those days.
A year ago.
To be 35 again.
By 35, my beard will
Ooh.
be down to here.
And mine will be non-existent.
Brad's might be down to his chin.
And
The,
Eric,
the last time I shaved, I was 35.
End of May. Okay, so I was close.
Eric Waite is turning 41 in 2020. So, cheers to 41. Yeah, that's right.
Sure.
I know how to.
You
I know how to talk to people.
Sure.
Might be something that we need to look into, maybe, possibly.
Yeah. For sure.
Last week of May, accommodation is a free for
free-for-all.
all. I mean, honestly, are
I'll
there?
be sleeping with the sheep?
Okay,
Awkward. But
I'm gonna leave Eric Waite to make a joke about that one. But I was gonna say, I was like, just camp out, pitch a tent. Wait a
That's
minute.
what sleeping with the sheep is.
Oh, I thought you actually meant like sleeping with the sheep, because you're Never mind. What?
All right, I'm making a call to all my brethren against Vito, who sleeps with the fishes after that comment. It's so good.
Yeah.
This is my favorite dram out of Campbelltown.
I haven't had too many out of Campbelltown, although, oh my god, and one of the best, my top 5. It's within my top 5, if not my top 3 whiskeys that I tried while in Austin. But an 11-year-old Springbank local barley. Roy knows what I'm talking about.
Ooh, you know what I have?
Was
I have
like
a 9-year-old local barley.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be really good.
apparently
Damn
Roy
it,
said
man.
local barley is like supposed to be like the best thing, and they can't get it in Scotland.
Really?
Yeah,
Local barley.
local barley is not available in
can't get
Scotland.
it domestically.
Apparently. So apparently he says accommodations on Isla are like happy prices. So we'll take a look. Maybe we can make it happen. If not, like I don't need to go there for Fisheel, but definitely to go visit Roy and
I have friends and family, actually not family anymore, but in and around Hamilton, which is a long stretch away from Isla, but at least it's something. It's if we need to, and then
just commute. I mean, it's
a trip.
Sure.
Like Hamilton is not close to Isla,
so he can move it. You can get it, but you just have to move like Quicksilver.
Yeah, the local barley over here, Roy, also goes like hotcakes. It gets bought out entirely, usually by 1 or 2 people, and then it hits the secondary market at ridiculous prices. We're lucky to get any of it at all. I went in on a split for that.
Yeah, next time I see a bottle, got to make a move. Hamilton's close to rent a tent.
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. Hold on. Why Eric Waite explained his sniper nickname. Unbelievable sniper. Oh, because of his ex-wife joke.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Interesting. All right. 9:06, 56 minutes. Shall we call it a night? And hang out and maybe watch some of our good friend Jason. I think is live right now as well.
Yeah, we don't want to be cutting into anybody's
Let's see. Is Jason
stepping on anyone's toes.
If Jason's
Yeah.
live, I say we end it. If Jason's not live, he is live. Yeah.
well,
All
there we
right.
go.
All right. So let's call it a night. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Really appreciate everyone's involvement. And yeah, the look out for the poll on the Facebook page and some hopefully some new videos coming out really shortly. So Roy, thanks for taking the time out of your rearranging to join us, and thank you to everyone else that took their time out of their night to hang out with us.
Yeah. Night, guys. Thanks for coming. We love the support. Have a blast. I think this is more fun for us than you guys, and we appreciate you coming out.
Probably.
Probably. Brad Blurry. Good night, guys.
See you next time. Cheers.